Ever since we were little, we were told that education is the key to success. But what happens when the education system fails to connect with the realities that its students face in their lives? Through the works by Gerald Graff in Hidden Intellectualism, Ta-Nehisi Coates from Between the World and Me, and Jamila Lye-Scott's 3 Ways to Speak English, they all have one thing in common: the disconnect between traditional schooling and the personal experiences of Black students. In Ta-Nehisi's excerpt, he talks about how schools and the streets both have a separate set of challenges. He argues that the streets demand your body now, while the schools claim your body later, by enforcing conformity instead of curiosity. Coates felt trapped by a system that taught rules rather than critical thinking, separating him from his educational environment. For example, he didn't see how subjects like French had any connection to his life in Baltimore. School felt distant and irrelevant. In a similar way, Jamila Lye-Scott introduced the idea of language and how it shapes our identity. She explained how society forces us to speak properly, but even the definition of proper is constantly fluctuating. Jamila's message is that there is power in linguistic diversity. Gerald Graff takes this idea even further by stating that schools often overlook the intellectual potential in everyday interests, like sports or pop culture. He says street smarts can be just as valuable as book smarts, and that students become more engaged when education connects to what they know and love. Coates, Lye-Scott, and Graff all challenge the traditional description of what it means to be educated. Because real education isn't about fitting into a mold, it's about finding your own voice and your own path.